Hello everyone, you're all welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time of being here, thank you for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, hit on the red button to subscribe, and also turn on your post notification so you're updated whenever I upload a new video. I upload videos DIYs here every week. You won't want to miss out on that. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make this two-piece collar, and we'll begin by taking our measurements. We're going to be taking the neckline of the dress we're attaching the collar to. So I'm going to start from where I want the collar to begin from at the back, and I'll measure it round to the other end. And what I have is 24.5 inches. I have 24.5 inches. I'm going to be dividing that by 2. 24.5 divided by 2 is going to give me 12.25. And I'm going to still fold that 12.25 into 2 before I measure it out, because I'm going to be folding it. I'm folding my paper this way. So I'll be dividing the 12.25 by 2, which is going to give me 6.1. To that 6.1, I'm going to add half inch for my sewing allowance. So I'm going to be making use of 6.6 inches. I'm going to come over to this down part of the paper, and I'm going to measure out 6.6. I'll mark it here. This 6.6 inches. And then at this point, I'm going to go up to take my collar width, how wide I want the collar to be. I want my collar to be 4 inches. So for medium collar, you can make use of 3.5 to 4 inches. And if you want your collar to be big, you can use from 5 to 5.5, 6 inches. So I'm making use of 4 inches in this tutorial. I'm going to mark this 4 inches down to this point, and then I'll rule a straight line. After rolling this line, I'm going to extend the line at this point by 1 inch. I'm extending it by 1 inch here. I'll connect using the line. So after this, I'm going to slant from this point, from this place I extended by 1 inch. I'm going to be slanting it down to the 6.6 mark. Then after this, I'll come down to this edge. I'm going to go up by ½ inch. Then I'm going to curve from here to this point. So the reason for going up at that point by ½ inch and giving it a curve is because the neckline of the dress is not straight. So we don't need the collar to be straight. We need to try and create some form of curve so it can blend in properly with the neckline of the dress. I'll cut it out. At the end, this is our collar. This is our collar. This how it's going to look. This place is where we're going to be attaching to the dress. This is where I'm going to be attaching to the dress. While here is the upside. So I'm going to cut out 4 pieces. I'll place this on my fabric and I'll cut out 4 pieces of this. Each piece for two of the piece, each for one side of the neckline. So guys, cut out two. I've cut out two using this pattern paper. So this two is one side of the collar because I'm using the lining, I'm using the fabric for the as the lining as well. I'm using the fabric as the lining as well. So I cut out two. This for one part of the collar. Then for the other part of the collar, because it's not the same in length, I'm going to be taking out 2 inches from here. One side is longer than the other side. So I'll take out 2 inches from here. But if you want the length of your collar to be the same, you don't need to do this. Just go ahead and make use of the pattern you've already drafted out to achieve that particular type. I'll slant it down, connecting the dots. So now I'm going to cut out two of this for the other parts of the collar. So I went ahead to attach interfacing to one part of the fabric, just a part. This part I used, since it's not a standing collar, I used a very light interfacing. This is called paper stitch. This is what I attached. So I'll go over to my sewing machine and I'm going to sew from here this way and then like this and like this. But at this point I'm going to leave half inch. Yeah, I'm going to leave half inch here, half inch here. I'm going to start my sewing like this, stopping at the half inch point. I'm going to use that half inch to attach to the neckline. So I've gone ahead to stitch the collar together and I've ironed it very well. So the next thing I did was to fold in this. Remember I left half inch. I left half inch at this point. So that half inch I used it to fold in the part of the collar that have the interfacing. I use it to fold that in. So what I'm going to do is to attach it to my dress. So I'm going to be attaching it this way. I'll connect it from the wrong face. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Now this is my dress. This is the wrong face of my dress. I'm going to be placing my collar like this on the wrong face of the dress and I'll sew it round. I'm going to sew it round. So after doing that, after sewing it round, I'm going to use this one to hide. I hope you can see what I'm doing. After sewing it using this part, okay, then I'm going to take it like this and use this folded parts now on the collar to hide the rough edges. Okay, so I'm going to sew it like this, then turn it. So at the end, even if breeze take it up, no rough edges is going to show. I'll do that on my sewing machine and I'll show you how it looks. So guys, I'm done attaching the collar and this is what we have. This is how it's looking. Like I told you, I attached it from inside and I used that folded edge to cover up the rough edges here. You can see even if the collar happens to go up, you still have a neat finishing. There are no rough edges showing here because I've covered it up neatly using the fabric. So just follow the process the way I did and you're going to achieve same effect. So this is what it looks like in front. And at the back, this is how the back is. This is the back. So if you notice something, you see that this part of the collar is not starting from here. Okay, like unlike this one is not starting from here. Please remember to replace the 2 inches that you will take from this place to replace it here. Though I'm still okay with it like this, the way it is. But if you're keen on wanting it to begin from here, the 2 inches you're taking from this side, replace it on the other side. I hope you understand, because if you look at the collar in front, it's not at the middle. This is how the style is. This place extended to this part, and here is the shorter one. So just follow the process how I showed you, and you're going to achieve a lovely color like this as well. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up.